This is the ModMic part I just printed. So I put glue on this. I'm going to be putting this into there. I'll definitely make sure it fits without the glue first, but I have. Okay, so I use a slightly flexible glue in here. And just glue this bit on here. If you wanted to mod it, you could probably make it so you use longer screws, and I'm going to use glue on this, but I wanted to. If you already have the rubber there, I'd still recommend putting a bit of glue. I wouldn't use super glue or quite sun accurate because it might ruin the rubber a bit. I don't know. All I know is it makes it go like weird white, like it's dissolving it. Once it's fully in, I would use something to push this bit here down so you don't break it when you do it. There'll be a lot of pressure. Just put the screws in. There's a bit of a Tesla panel gap on the side, but that's all. I figured just because I pulled it open, I opened it closed that many times, I defretted one of these screws because they're they're shit in plastic. I need to put a zip tie through that hole. It wraps around into that little groove there and just goes across. You just cut off the rest. Also, just what I should say, these zip ties are 2.5mm across, so if you live in America, good luck, honestly. Otherwise, you could probably use some green tie, like for the garden, like that thin wire stuff. Use string. It's really anything. What you're doing is just putting a bit of pressure that way, so when you push it like that, it's not, the case and a little bit of flimsy rubber that's taking all the brunt of its everything. Yeah, I admit it doesn't look the greatest, but neither does spending another 250 Australian on a new mic, so you pick your poison. One more thing, the version 15 has a support little circle thing going along here. That goes in the way of the charging port if it's too big, which mine was. I left 2 SDL files, one with that piece there and one without. I printed it with that and just cut it off. You can experiment with that. I don't really want to pull this thing all apart just to test if it fits with it, or probably move it across. I also left the on-shape files as well, which if they didn't work, just send me an email or message or something. Yeah, that's it. If I made all this because my rubber in that broke and it came really weak, even if your rubber hasn't broke, I would extremely recommend making and printing and using one of these, because all it's holding on this entire mic is a tiny little shitty piece of rubber in there, where I know with me, I end up moving this mic a fair bit. So if I do this, then I can use it as a desk mic. I'm going to have it on. People everyone use it as well. Or then I can just have it out and, yeah, or different headphones even. So there's a lot of strain on it, but this gets rid of a lot of it. Yeah, that's about it. I've designed it so you can take off the screw still and have that top piece come off and still replace the battery. It's a pretty important thing to me. Apart from that, that's about it. If you have any questions, just send me a message.